You may know my guest tonight is a Montgomery County Councilmember, former Obama administration official, author, attorney, and community leader. Today, he became the first to announce his candidacy for the U.S. Senate from Maryland after Ben Cardin announced his retirement. Please welcome Will Jawando, who's up late with me tonight, live on the Final Five. So I know that you've been doing the campaign thing today. In addition, I saw you in that same position at 10 o'clock because you were at a Montgomery County Council meeting tonight, too. So it's been a busy day for you, huh?
It has been, but it's been a good day, and it's good to see you, Jim.
Good to see you again. Why do you want to be senator?
Well, look, we've got a great state, and despite the drama you just showed on the debt ceiling, Marylanders and Americans expect us to deliver on their basic needs. And I represent over 1 million of the 6 million in our state. When I talk to our residents in Montgomery County and around the state, look, they want to be able to afford their rent or their housing, their food prices. They want to have reproductive rights and freedoms. They want their kids to be able to go to college and have it be affordable. They want to be able to retire with dignity. They want fair and just policing, all things that need to happen at the federal level and have a big role, things that I've delivered on in Montgomery County and are really connected to me growing up here, seeing inequity, losing a friend to gun violence. But I believe that the lie that's being perpetuated on Capitol Hill and in a lot of our country right now, that if my neighbor does well, if we let the immigrant child in who's seeking asylum, that my life is worse, that's a lie. That's the big lie. And I think we can have a shared prosperity in Maryland and in this country. And that's what I want to take to the U.S. Senate.
So we've heard so many different issues out there and what might be priorities. And clearly, when you're running for the U.S. Senate, it is a different concept than if you ran for, say, for governor of Maryland. So we know that things like crime and education were top of mind in the governor's race, something that Westmore really capitalized upon and raced, jumped to a very early lead in that race, held on to it, and is now governor. So what are going to be the issues? What's going to be the primary issue here as we go into 2024? Because a lot can happen between now and the primary season next year.
Yeah, May 14th next year. We've got about a year and a week. Look, I think Americans, and just like in the governor's race, they're concerned about, are they going to be able to make it? You know, are they going to be able to afford things? Is inflation going to take them out? Their taxes, how are they going to deal with that? I think we need guaranteed income at the federal level. It's a program I led here in Montgomery County, the first in the state. We're giving 300 families $800 a month to meet their basic needs. People just want to be able to afford gas, get to work, have a safe community. Those are bread and butter issues that the Senate has a role to play in. We've stepped up at the county and state level. I'm really happy we have Governor Moore. I was the first elected official in the state to endorse him. But we need to help at the Senate in the federal level, because a lot of that funding that we were able to spend at the local level came from Congress when they were able to come together and pass the child tax credit, which is now expired, which cut child poverty in half. So these bread and butter issues are connected to the federal level. And I think we need someone with a bold vision that says, hey, we can do this. You can have these things that help folks, and you can still have a small business and thriving economy and entrepreneurship. It's not an either or. And I think that perspective is what I'm going to bring to this race in a unique way.
You and I are both children of the early '80s, and it was around that time. It was around that time that we saw the last Republican serve in the Senate representing Maryland in Senator Mathias, and clearly a lot has changed in 36 years here. We know that you're not the first. You are the first. You're not going to be the last one in this race, and there's going to be perhaps members of Congress. You may have a county executive jump into this race, and on the other side, you may have Governor Hogan jump into this race as well. This is going to be a really tough fight, and I know a lot of people are going to be out there hearing different visions. It could trend to be a negative one here. So how do you stay positive? Like, what's the positive message out there that you can keep your campaign on message as you go through the next year and couple of weeks?
Yeah, well, we're off to a good start because, you know, it's always good to be first. Hopefully I'll keep that trend going in this race. And not only first, but first with a message that says, hey, I understand what you're going through. And the good news is you don't have to buy into the lie. We can do well together. There can be a shared prosperity. We have enough. We're in the wealthiest state and the wealthiest nation in the history of the world. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe what some were trying to tell you. And you know why? Because I've done it. I've worked with President Obama in the White House when we passed health care. I worked in the Senate for Senator Sherrod Brown. I've worked at the county level to pass guaranteed income and to pass rent stabilization and to pass the first ever criminal justice reform, something we're still trying to do in the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act at the federal level. We can do these things. And I have the experience, but I also have the bold vision that we need in the Senate right now to push that body. And I think that message will resonate as well as me getting across the state and taking my 1 million base of support here to the other 5 million in the state and getting to know them and letting them know that I'm going to work for them and hearing what they need.
Real quick, what's the website for the campaign, Will?
WillJawando.com, WILLJAWANDO.com. I appreciate it, Jim.
Good to see you. I know this is not the last we're going to talk about this race. Will Jawando, thanks for joining us tonight. We should point out that we will do our best to bring in every candidate for the U.S. Senate race here on the Final Five. We've done it for the Maryland and Virginia governor's races. We're going to stay ahead of this one, too. We're back after this.